Are you ready, Father? Awesome. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to it's Monday, July 6th, for our reorganization of board meeting. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. At this time, Molly, would you please come and give the oath of allegiance to the newly elected board members? I also just want to note on the agenda and for the minutes that Elizabeth Costello came in on July Costella, sorry, get that, came in on July 2nd for a meeting to go over the board agenda. At that point in time, Molly, you did give her the oath and she signed it that. At this time, we're going to elect a new board president. Do I have any nominations? Any seconds? Oh, Barbara's got it. Barbara's second. Any other for nomination? All in favor? Aye. And at this point, I'm done.
Thank you. I'm honored and humbled. With that, I look forward to the nomination of Vice President. Would anyone like to nominate a Vice President? If no one does, then I would like to nominate Robert Sampson. Second that nomination. Anyone? All in favor? Aye. All right. Molly, can you hear the seconds and motions and stuff? Okay. Wanted to say thank you to Colleen for being district clerk through this. Congratulations. And thank you to Molly for taking on the reins of district clerk. All right, with that, we have a jam-packed reorg meeting. Some of it we can do as consent agenda, if that's okay with everyone. All right, I just want to do a few items separately. The approval of the student ex officio board members. We have 2 new board members that have been presented to us. Ishan Banerjee, is that how am I pronouncing Banerjee? Okay. And Madison Smith?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, it's very hot.
Okay. We all go through it, right? So would anyone like to discuss or nominate for move? Second? I'll second. All in favor? All right. Congratulations to Ishan Banerjee and Madison Smith. We look forward to seeing them when they begin their actual. All right, we have committee appointments. If you can take a moment, make sure those appointments look good to you. They work. And then thank you, Frank, for the reminder. The board is going to set up committee meetings. We know there's some people away that kind of makes it a little bit more challenging, but the chairs can work with their committees. This works. Would anyone like to move this layout of? Yes, I'll move it. Second? I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. We have appointments on 1.7, designation of banks on 1.8, established rates 1.9, authorization of custodians 1.10, tax collector 111, and approval of the district to retain positive or negative school meal account balances $5 or less for students who've left the district 112. Can we do those as a consent agenda? Do they require any discussion? You move them? Any second? I'll second. Okay, Matt moves, Barbara seconds. And with that, all in favor? Aye. Okay, everyone okay with that? All right, let's go to item 113, where there's authorization for cell phones or reimbursement of cell phones. Authorization for credit cards for Frank and Colleen. Authorization for fingerprinting costs is 115. And 116, designation of official newspapers to carry legal advertising required. And 117, authorization for Colleen to advertise for, receive, open, and tabulate bids. The authorization in 118 for the superintendent and/or designee to submit proposals to local, state, and federal grants. Shall we do those six together? Any conversation? Second? Second. All right, Archie and Elizabeth, all in favor? Aye. All right, no one opposed? With that, 119, the authorization for Mr. McCree to make budget transfers as provided for in policy 6150 and education law. 120, authorization for Colleen DiCaprio to review and act upon all building and grounds use requests. 121, the application for refund and credit of real property tax forms. That's you, Frank, you can sign them. 122, the authorization for Mr. McCree to enter in and sign contracts on behalf of the district. 123, the authorization of Mr. McCree to enter in and sign contracts on behalf of the district to expedite repairs or replacement of equipment in the event of any emergency, which we hopefully will not have, but that would affect the health and safety of students and staff and the integrity of school facilities or property. And the authorization of Colleen DiCaprio to certify payrolls. Would anyone like to move items 119 to 124 or discuss them? I'll move it. Barbara moves. I'll second. Kathy seconds. All in favor? Moving to 125, the authorization for Colleen DiCaprio to sign and enter into and sign maintenance service agreements under $4,000. And the authorization for Mr. McCree, Frank McCree, to release 12-month non-instructional employees up to 4 hours early the days before Thanksgiving, December 24th and December 31st at his discretion. Acting on the procedures of post-issuance compliance with federal tax law 127. Action on reduction of mileage charge for use of buses, $2.50. Action on reduction of all existing board policies and regulations. And action on readoption of New York State Archives record retention and disposition schedule to be used for the proper handling and disposition of district records. For items 125 to 130, any discussion? I'll move them. Second?
Second.
All right, RG and Rob, thank you. Anyone in favor, say aye, please. Aye. All in favor? Okay. And then, action on readoption of substitute and extra pay rates, which increases us and brings us to a very competitive level, helping us to keep and attract the wonderful people that help here. Action on readoption of cooperative bids for GSA, PEPM, Sourcewell, Omnia, and U.S. Communities. 133, the approval of the board calendar dates. I know we already did this, but doing it again. The authorization for Frank McCree to approve substitutes for employment. 135, the authorization of the Voorheesville Central School District to participate in federal and state free and reduced price meal programs. And 136, the action on adoption of the age exemption of disabled persons with limited income. And then we're going to jump also to 137, the action on readoption of the alternate veterans exception, volunteer firefighters and volunteer ambulance workers, which I think is volunteer emergency workers. I don't know. That's, yes, no? Either way, that's what it is. Does anyone want to discuss these? 131 to 137? Would anyone like to move on? I'll move it. Kathy moves. Second? I'll second. Oh. Elizabeth seconds? Okay. All in favor? Aye. All right, with that, we have two more. authorization for Voorheesville Central School District to participate in federal and state Office of General Services surplus food program and the approval of the organizational chart for this year. Anyone to discuss? Matt moves, second. Kathy seconds, all in favor? Aye. With that, we have completed the reorganization meeting. We have a public hearing that starts at 7 o'clock for the code of conduct, and it was announced as starting at 7. So in case there's a crowd of people that are aiming to be here at 7 o'clock, we'll wait till 7 if that's okay. I think we can stop the recording, or we don't want to